It really is difficult, sort of thinking back, picking out a particular moment among so many great moments on What's the Test that was really, really special. But, you know, I have to say that meeting John Lennon was that moment. I still think of it as being completely career highlight for me. And it was interesting also the way that it was all set up, because we'd been trying to get hold of John Lennon for quite some time, 2 or 3 years, pretty much the whole time I'd been doing the programme. We were thinking to ourselves how great it would be, obviously, to have him on the show. And early in 1975, the rock and roll album was just on its way. He had announced that that was going to be the next release. And a few weeks before it was due to come out, I bumped into Elton John in London at a La Belle reception, actually, for the single release called Lady Marmalade. And they threw a reception. I went along. As I was arriving, actually, Elton was just leaving, literally to go to Heathrow Airport, because he was flying out to New York to begin his American tour. And he mentioned to me that he planned to link up with John Lennon, and the hope was that John would join him on stage at Madison Square Garden, which of course he did, in the, you know, the famous performance, Whatever Gets You Through the Night. And but anyway, I said to Elton, please remember us to him, and say that we've been trying to get hold of him and would love him to do something on the show. Elton promised he would, but you know how these things are. But literally 3 days later, I was sitting in the office and a call came through from John Lennon himself in New York saying that he'd love to do the show. And we started obviously setting up the details and making arrangements with him as to when that would be. And the producer of Old Grey Whistle Test, Mike Appleton, was talking with him on the phone, talking about the fee that he was going to get for his appearance on the show. And he said, well, no, I mean, I don't want a fee, you know, it's okay, just, you know, come over and do the filming. And Mike said, well, you don't understand, this is the BBC, we have to pay you a fee, it's, you know, part of the contractual thing and everything else. And he said, well, how much is it? Well, it's £15. You imagine the laughter at the other end of the phone. And he said, well, you know, obviously I don't need the money, but if you could bring over a couple of things that you just can't get in New York. He said, we really need chocolate Olivers. He said, I love chocolate Olivers and I can't get them here. So if you could bring some over with you. So literally the contract exists somewhere at the BBC where you know, it says fee on the contract. Instead of the £15, it's been handwritten, crossed through. It says fee as per 4 boxes chocolate Olivers, you know, because that's what we took over for him. We met up. He more than lived up in every way to my expectations of him. We had an absolutely wonderful time together. We enjoyed it so much that soon after we got back, he phoned the office and asked us if we would like him to record a couple of numbers, especially for the show. Of course, we said yes, and he sent over to us 2 songs, actually, Slippin' and Sliding and Stand By Me.
Hello, England. Keep sending those chocolate Olivers. Keep your chin up. We'll meet again. I don't know where, don't know when.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, now, now, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. When the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, now, now, stand by me.
say hello to all the folks in England. How you doing, folks? Well, here I am in New York, singing to you.